may consume.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today I rise in support of House Joint Resolution 7, which terminates the March 13, 2020 national emergency declared for COVID-19 under the National Emergencies Act, or the NEA. The time has come to move past the COVID-19 pandemic. It's no longer a global emergency as it was nearly 3 years ago. It's that simple. President Biden said, in his own words, the pandemic was over. He said that last September, and our Senate colleagues, with a bipartisan vote, agreed by passing a resolution last Congress in November 15th of 2022. The NEA was intended to provide emergency authorities to the President to respond to extraordinary situations in which the President must act quickly. We're no longer in that spot. The national emergency was declared by President Trump at the beginning of the pandemic nearly 3 years ago in March of 2020. At that time, it was a new virus. The American public and the world at large had little information, and we had to get a handle on the spread of COVID-19. Today, we are in a vastly different spot. We have treatments, we have better methods to track COVID, we have a better understanding of the virus itself, and the federal government has spent trillions combating the virus and protecting the economy from the fallout of the global shutdown. At this point, there's no longer a need for the declaration to utilize the extraordinary authorities provided under the NEA, and it seems that the White House agrees with this too, but just thinks we need to wait until May 11th. That logic and math just doesn't seem right to me. Consider this, the declaration is scheduled to end on March 1st of this year, so the President is suggesting he does intend to once again extend the emergency, and that is why Congress needs to act on this resolution. It's simple. Absent the President ceding these emergency powers, it is incumbent on Congress to rein in the executive branch to ensure these powers are not abused and that these authorities do not continue in perpetuity. America should be fully open. Our kids should be back in the classroom. Our families should be back at work. And here in the House, we're starting by removing this emergency declaration. With that, I would urge support of this resolution, and I would reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman reserves. The chair recognizes